Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Shenanigan Plays Trails of Cold Steel 3. Not really a whole lot to do. We can honestly just jump right into this stuff. They're just chilling in here, having their lunch and whatnot. We've got those two monster quests, and really, like I said, there's not anything to really do in St. Ark, so we can just go straight into taking care of those monsters. It's the north and south. Okay, I'm actually not 100% sure. We're going to... we gotta go to where the Ismir Great Forest is, and I don't remember if that was west or south. It was not west. This is not the correct road. I don't think it's south because I want to say south is the road that leads to the field exercise camp and Parm. We'll figure it out. Let's see. This is... yeah, so we don't want to go that way. This is north, if I remember right. Yeah, that's north. So then, is it... No, because over here is the, yeah, this is the airport. We don't want to go that way. Why am I so lost? I swear, I prepared for this. And as soon as I start playing, like, everything that I prepared with just goes right out of my head. This is not the right... Okay. Yeah, that's not the... Okay. I think we do need to go to the west then. Turbo mode! There's only the one exit out of residential, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Let's check the map this time. Yeah, that is right. That's weird. Why is that? Okay, whatever. It's because I was looking at the wrong map when I was looking at the guide. That's why it was so, confusing for me. I really do like this highway. This is the right highway. I recognize it now. Wow. Oh, man. I was mixing up the, one of the Parm highways with, this one. I don't think we can go. This is outside the range of our field exercises. Indeed it is. Well, I wish I could talk about some theories, but I do not. We're not at the point yet where we can talk about all of them without spoilers. Whoa. Mouse freaking out on me. I don't think there's anything we have left in here. Just a monster, yep. Cool. This is a, this'll be a much more casual episode, I guess. Because we're just gonna take care of these, quest monsters, and we'll see if we have time for stuff after that, but we might. And I honestly really don't have anything to talk about for this time around. Could talk about nerdy stuff, like how their little trick here with the 3D grass makes the graphics look a lot better than the previous games that only had like the flat texture, that like what I'm standing on right now. If it was all just this one flat texture, that would look not great, but since they have the grass and plants and stuff now, it actually looks pretty good. Little game development tricks. I love them. It's not that way, no. It's this way. Oh, yeah, this one. I don't know if we looked at it last time, but I can't actually change any of the equipment of our additional part. Well, okay, I can add accessories, which accessories do quite a bit But, I mean, do we really need that at this stage of the game? Nah, not really.
He looks pretty tough. Let's watch out.
I feel like we've fought
A
one of
worthy
these
opponent.
before. Alright. I'm guessing we need to battle scope this. I didn't actually check the battle scopes. But we're just going to go off the assumption. Yep.
Yeah.
What is this thing? A bunch of, what are those? Drones, right. An unprecedented mutant drone. Its horrendous form will make anyone ill. It also has miraculous fatality.
My turn.
Oh yeah, we need to use orders
Let's
too.
go. Raging fire formation.
Trying to get that achievement.
Got it.
There was another achievement I had to get to. Wow,
Let's
that
go.
did almost nothing. Okay. Oh, that did some damage. Cool. Reen's gonna finish it off
opening!
now. Oh yeah. Oh no, Laura's gonna finish it
Parry.
off. Oh.
Just what I expect from you, Laura.
I believe that's my line.
Oh man. Quest Ishmere Great Forest Monster completed. Alright. Now we go to the other one. I suppose what I could do is just go and cut out all of the running around between these monsters and just, you know, bam bam. But then that requires more video editing, which takes more time. And honestly, I feel like it would take more time to edit that than it would to just go straight through it. I think I'm terrible at video editing, if I'm being perfectly honest, because it takes me way longer than it should to do just like super simple editing. Like, I don't know if I've said before in one of the videos, but it takes me, for an hour-long episode like this, it typically takes me basically 2.5 hours to make that episode, because you got an hour of recording it, and then editing it takes roughly an hour, sometimes longer, and then rendering the video. Oh, I don't want to go south. Whoops. Rendering the video takes another 30 or so minutes. Since I've been trying to do the HDR, it takes a little bit longer than 30 minutes. But like, I don't have an exceptional computer or anything like that, so I'm not running a 4090 Ti or anything like that. But it's decent. It gets the job done. It's a 6700 XT that I do the rendering on, which is maybe unpopular opinion, but it's a pretty decent little graphics card, honestly. It's about the...
I passed by here with the students just yesterday.
Aw, you worried about them, Reen?
Of course.
They're good kids. I look forward to seeing what they bring as the new Class 7.
Right, what was I saying? Yeah, it's about the highest tier that would fit in the case that I have, so... And that's even with taking the fans off of it. Almost ran into that monster. So now we can actually go through here. Oh, after we take care of these guys, I guess. Let's vanquish these foes.
A worthy opponent.
These probably have to be battle scopes too. Well, let's do an order first.
Let's go. Raging fire formation.
Gotta remember to do that. I've forgotten a couple battles already. And since we don't really fight that much... Oh, this one isn't. Whatever. We'll do it anyway. Since we don't actually fight that much in replays, because like we're max level, there's really no point in
Let's
fighting
go.
everything. That makes it a very limited number of times that we can actually
Second form. Gam!
use things like brave orders and whatnot. Pretty much limited to boss fights.
Everyone okay?
All right. It would appear the monsters are becoming more powerful. Let's be quick, but careful. Question marks? What's that about, Reen? It just feels so nostalgic walking along the highway with you all again. It takes me back, you know? Me too. Can't believe it's been over a year since then. Agreed. Everyone's become so much stronger since then. You're one to talk about getting stronger. He's right. It seems like you've inherited the advanced techniques of the Arcade School. I mean, she did train for, like, ever. I have yet to master them completely, though. In order to attain true mastery, I must train yet more. I mustn't fall behind the Stall Ritter. The unit Duvally mentioned last night. They're like that group St. Leanne led 250 years ago during the War of the Lions, right? The Eisenritter? Yes, when I departed, Father warned me to be wary of them. Although, it seems there is something else at play here. All we can do for now is press on, as best we are able. That's our lore. I'm surprised to see you became a bracer, though, Fee. Bracers have it pretty rough in the Empire right now, after all. But I guess this is thanks to Instructor Sarah's? Oh, goodness. Sarah's influence, huh? Pretty much. That, and it was the best way to fulfill my goal. Zephyr, one of the most powerful Jaeger Corps on the continent. Have you been able to find any leads? Unfortunately not. But I'll definitely catch up to them. At the very least, Zeno and Leo. I know you'll be able to do it. I heard from Toval you're the youngest person to ever achieve the rank of Senior Bracer. Further, that your achievements are matched only by a certain pair of young bracers from Liberl. Ah, yes, the main characters of the Liberl arc. Estelle and Joshua Bright. I guess so. But on that topic, Elliot's been going at it with his music too. Not just that, but with the Orbital staff too. It's a miracle I've found time to train during the tour. You just debuted, and I feel like... Isn't the T silent? So wouldn't it be debuted? I don't know. And you're already getting popular, aren't you? Come to think of it, people started noticing you after you won that competition in Heimdall last year. You were still a student then, too. Oh, is that so? Nice work, Elliot. I'm still just starting out, though. I'm happy as long as I can show the power of the music, of music, not the music, what the heck, to as many people as possible during this tour. It just feels like the Empire has been going in a weird direction since the Northern War last year. Agreed. I could sense something amiss under the surface as I traveled around the country. Crossbell's annexation at the beginning of last year, and Northumbria soon behind it. To be honest, it's almost a little frightening. Yeah. The worst part is, it's probably all going according to his plan. Reen, you... sorry to bring things down. Don't worry about it. Anyway, we're halfway to Dreknor Fortress now. Let's hurry. Understood. Dats. Yes! There's things happening. Mysterious things happening. Under the surface of Erebonian. What could these mysterious things be? I'll give you a hint. It's not well, okay. It's not necessarily people related. It is, but it isn't. That's the hint. Yeah. That's not much of a hint. I'm gonna check the battle scopes for this area. Okay, as far as I can tell in this part of the North Sutherland Highway, there's only one monster we have to battle scope. Some cooking ingredients, that's always nice to have. Yes, hey, there's the one we need to battle scope. The rock bison.
Our chance!
So many items. I really need to filter through those. I need to remember to do that when we get to Parm. Rock bison, a mad bull monster. Its body has grown incredibly powerful thanks to the sepith it ingests.
Let's go.
Yes, it eats sepith. Isn't that interesting?
Exterminating! Now!
Keep it up!
Rush, that's the other thing I need
I'll
to make
handle
sure to
this.
use.
I'm up!
We'll finish him off with Gale.
Form, Gale! All right, nice work.
Alright, what's down this way? I don't actually remember. Oh, that's the monster we need to fight. Okay.
It's a tough one. Careful.
Why do I feel like we're about to run into a shrine?
I see fish in the water.
That's right. Okay, I remember where we are now. That's how you get to this
Oh.
chest.
Treasure chest.
No doubt about it, this is one of the black records. I should report it to Rosine right away. So, if you remember, just over there on the other side of the bridge, is where that old guy we ran into left a pile of archaisms. When we were out here with Class 7.
Shit!
Well, the new Class 7, because we're still
This
out
one's
here with
strong.
Class 7.
Be careful.
This thing has been battle scoped. Yes. So, oh no, I
Let's go.
forgot to do brave orders again. Darn it.
Let's go. Raging fire formation.
Gotta remember to do that.
It's
I need
my
like
turn.
a crap ton of them, like 300 or something like that.
Let's go.
I wish there was a way to
My
track
turn.
how many I had.
Now! Huh! Now!
It's mine.
And I need to remember to use that rush, darn it.
Allow me!
Because that's another one I need a ridiculous amount of. Quest completed. Let me poke around in the notebook for a bit here, see if it has a record of how many times I've used those. Hey, look at that! It does. Under the skills, it shows rushes and brave orders, and holy crap, do I need a lot of them. Yeah, we need a lot. I might do off-screen grinding and just try to get that up. I'm not sure. Anyway, we might not get through those this playthrough. That might be a little ways down. As you can see, I don't use those very often. Like, I have a lot of battles, and very few of them have been with, I feel like some of those numbers don't seem right. Huh, whatever. Alright, oh hey, it even tells you how many monsters are registered, so we only need less than 10. Really? Okay, that's wrong. I definitely need more than 10. I don't know why it says I only need 10. That's kind of weird. Or only 5. That is not correct. Anyway, ooh, this bridge. This is the bridge that I wanted. No, it's not. Never mind. I lied. Somewhere's around here, there should be a area where we can take a picture.
Let's do our best!
Right, brave order.
Let's go. Raging fire formation.
It's down.
Use a
Elliot,
rush.
with me.
Hey, I remembered.
Leave it to me!
It's my turn.
My turn.
Nice.
Whew. Threat eliminated. Sheesh.
Phew, we managed to defeat it. Oh, huh. Dreknor Fortress. It must be enormous if we can see it from this far away. Yeah, but it won't be too long before we get there if we're on horseback. Agreed, it would feel wonderful to simply ride all the way there. But before that, Reen, there's something I've been meaning to ask. Huh? Have you been holding back? Exclamation! Huh, now that you mention it, it does seem that way. It's clear your strength and stamina have improved, but you're not using your full power. Oh yeah, it sort of feels like he's stopping himself from going one step further. I should have known you guys would notice. It's not that I'm not feeling well or that I'm not serious about this. Yes, of course. Earlier, I thought you may have been trying to match your student's strength. But does it have something to do with spirit unification, perhaps? Exclamation! I didn't even notice, but you haven't been using it at all, have you? Channeling your ogre power to enhance your skills and abilities. Did it stop working? No, it's definitely still there. It's just, ever since the Northern War, I can't seem to control it anymore. Can't control it? That's... the Northern War. That's when General Aurelia led the annexation of Northumbria. It seemed like it was a difficult time for you, so I didn't ask about it before, but... what happened? Well, Instructor Sarah already knows about it, so maybe it's time I let you guys know too. It was spring of last year, after the battles in Crossbell were finished. I had been receiving orders from the government about once a month. The final and largest order was to participate in the Northern War. It began as a dispute over the Northern Jaegers' responsibility in burning down Celtic during the Civil War. Then, after Northumbria completely rejected the Imperial government's demand for compensation, war broke out against the Northern Jaegers and a swarm of giant archaisms that came out of nowhere. Instead of the Imperial Army, the government sent a state-of-the-art Panzer Soldat division, led by General Aurelia and Brigadier General Wallace. The official reason was to wipe out the terrorist group, the Northern Jaegers, who had taken over the entire state. As the battle intensified, Altina and I began our evacuation guidance in the capital, Haliask. We worked with Instructor Sarah and the RMP, led by Major Claire, to help citizens escape the fighting. But then, thousands of giant archaisms appeared and started to go on a rampage. When the evacuating citizens started to get attacked, I called Valimar without hesitation and used spirit unification to release my full power. I remember up until the point where I defeated the last archaism. Then I lost consciousness, but even then, my ogre power kept going. According to Instructor Sarah and Altina, I was in a weakened state. When I woke up 3 days later, the whole autonomous state had been completely occupied. But then, all I could do was sit and watch as Northumbria was annexed by the Empire. Reen. Sarah told me a little, but I had no idea you had to go through something like that. My weakness aside, it was after that point that I couldn't use spirit unification anymore. Well, it's not that I can't use it, but it's become so powerful it's out of my control, and it's impossible for me to stop it on my own. Since then, I've been trying to suppress it, and that's probably what's affecting my sword arm. Well, that's completely understandable. It's only natural you'd hold back in that case. You were unconscious for 3 whole days? There's no way you can use that anymore. Of course not. The risks are too big. Yeah, but if the time comes, I won't hesitate. If anything were to happen to my students, for example, I'd use it in a heartbeat. But I'm gonna do my best to make sure that doesn't happen. Well, don't forget we'll be by your side. We won't let you go it alone. Yeah, this time we'll be your strength. Please rely on us. That is, after all, why we've come. You guys. Thank you. I couldn't ask to hear anything more encouraging. Yeah, there you go. We're almost at the fortress now. Let's hurry. Indeed, okay, indeed. 2 of them said indeed? Okay.
Yeah!
Yeah, so the Northern War. Reen went on a bit of a rampage. There's Dreknor Fortress. We can see it more clearly than before. Yeah, from there I can see how powerful it looks. Maybe I'll take a landscape photo for Vivi. Alright, looks good. I'll send it to her later. As in now! Because we also have to... Let's see, I don't think we have... Yeah, nothing to send Monk. We'll send a picture to Vivi, which is the same as every time we send a picture. And then we'll update Rosine.
Hello there, Reen. You found some new records? Very well. I'll start deciphering. Leave it to me.
Right. Whoops. Alright. Now on to Dreknor Fortress. Let's see. I feel like there's another little path that goes off the road, but I'm not. I'm probably mixing things up. No, I'm not. Okay, well, sort of. Alright. Make sure I didn't miss any chests. Looks like we got all of them. Cool.
Should be the leftmost path at this junction.
Roger that. Let's go.
Oh, I don't have the quartz equipped on anyone that shows the chests on
Ooh,
the
a treasure
field.
chest.
That's on one of the new Class 7 members. And why is that blocked off, I wonder? Tiny details that I just don't remember about these games. Dreknor Fortress. Yes, those are actually tanks on top of the wall. It's interesting. Dreknor Fortress, we're here at last. The only Imperial Army base that can match Guerrilla Fortress. My father has visited here several times to give instruction in martial arts. Okay, let's head in. If my dad's here, I'm sure he'll listen to us. Yeah, we need to ask the gatekeeper to send a message for us. So, to my best assumption, they probably have some sort of like heavy equipment elevator or something that lifts the tanks up to there. It's very interesting that they have tanks up there instead of just regular cannons. Maybe it was like to cut time so they wouldn't have to design the actual hard points. They could just put the tanks there and it would look like hard points. I don't know. Wow, it's enormous up close. It has a much more dignified appearance than I had heard. Yep, definitely just as big as Guerrilla Fortress.
You there! What business do you have here?
Excuse me, we... Wait, that voice! Exclamation!
Whoa, Reen? What are you doing here?
I could say the same to you. Are you part of the 4th now? You know him?
Oh, wow. You're all from Class 7. Long time no see. Do you remember me?
Exclamations! Oh, you were part of the fencing club. Alan? Warrant Officer Alan.
Warrant Officer Allen of the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division.
Hey, do you need to go to medical, man? Because your hand's kind of like stuck inside your face. You might want to get that checked out.
Been a while, everyone.
This is amazing. Not only do you have your main tank unit here, and there are so many Panzer Soldats, new Panzer Soldats. Look over there. Oh, that big one is the one V from the Imperial Liberation Front was using. The Noble Alliance's trump card. I never expected to see that here. Yeah, but all these weapons. Is that the General's son over there? Yeah, maybe he decided to stop by on his tour. Exclamation. Hold on. Is that the Ashen Chevalier with him? Oh man, it is him. Salute. Welcome to Dreknor Fortress. Since technically Reen is an officer in the military, I think. Ah man. I should have guessed they'd spot you right off the bat. People are still talking about the heroic exploits of Reen and Valimar. Sorry about that. Maybe I should have taken you through the back door. No, don't worry about it. Anyway, I knew you'd join the Imperial Army, but I had no idea you'd made it into the 4th Armored Division. It's the most powerful division in the entire army. The training must be extremely tough. Yeah, by the end of the day, I'm always completely wiped out. But I don't regret it at all. I want to keep the Empire safe. It's where she lives. It's where she lives, after all. A man's honor, is it? Well, that's right. You and Bridget got engaged after graduation, did you? Yeah, they got engaged. What? For real? Congrats. Thanks. It was a bit sappy, but so worth it.
You're here.
Exclamations.
Sir!
Welcome. Schwarzer, young master. Arcade and Clausel as well, of course.
Hello, sir.
Hey.
You really don't have to call me that, you know.
Lieutenant Colonel Neidhart. He got a promotion too.
Seeing you all together, it's like I've gone back to Thor's. Actually, I take that back. You've grown into fine young men and women. It makes me proud to be able to say I was one of your instructors.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
The General is waiting. I'll guide you from here. Good work, soldier.
Sir!
I really wish we'd get to run around in Dreknor Fortress. I don't think we do, though.
General, they have arrived.
Come in.
General Olaf Craig.
He always strikes me as such an authoritative man in person.
Me too. And I'm sure he's become more so since his promotion.
My baby bundle of joy. Oh, Elliot!
Good dodge there, dude.
All right, no need for that. We'd like to cut right to the chase, if that's okay.
You've become a true man, son. Does a father's heart good to see.
Every time, like clockwork.
Yeah, but Elliot's really perfected dodging it.
In any event, it may be unwise to have you here given our positions, but I nonetheless welcome you.
Exclamations.
Do you mean...
It seems you're already aware why we've come.
Of course. The primary duty of this fortress is to maintain order in the southern half of the Empire. I suspect I'll be unable to help. But please, spare no detail.
We're already well aware of the Society's recent movements. However, there are no plans for the 4th Armored Division to take direct action at the moment. Even if it were a request from you. Dad. So it's just as Major Arundel said, all you're allowed to do is watch. I don't get it. There's no way the Imperial Army can just let a bunch of Archaisms stomp around in the countryside, right? I was pondering why that's the case on the way here, actually. With the power this fortress has at its disposal, it would take less than half a day to stop the Society's advances. But the reason the army staunchly refuses to make a move... dots. The Imperial Army... No, the Imperial government is waiting, isn't it? Waiting for the nobles to finally give up. Exclamations. Dots. So that's what it is. Though they're still hanging on, the provincial armies have been shrinking lately. And if a crisis were to happen now, the government would be able to assist. The provincial armies have no merit. Assert. Okay, I was like, assist, that doesn't make any sense. Assert the provincial armies have no merit. Then, they would be able to discount the merits of General Aurelia and the others who dirtied their hands in the Northern War. Finally, the public would start to question the entire noble power structure. Dad, Lieutenant Colonel Nightheart, are you both okay with this? Well, we know. Though we fought each other in the Civil War, the provincial armies are still our fellow protectors of Erebonia. Standing by doing nothing while they're in the midst of a crisis injures our pride as soldiers. However, wounded though our pride may be, we remain bound to the chain of command. His Majesty and the Imperial Government hold supreme command over the military. We cannot go against the decision and act on our own. Dad. Well, that does make sense, but I'm still not convinced. Then what of offering support via information? Surely you have an idea where the Society has built its base. We have our guesses, of course. However, we are not currently at liberty to divulge that information. Dots? But you can't even do that much? No. There's more to it, isn't there? Interrobangs and exclamation marks. Dots. Huh? What makes you say that? The Imperial Government? No. Chancellor Osborne has his own plans. However, Lord Higharms, the current head of Sutherland, is known to be a moderate. Currently, he's organizing the Imperial Provincial Council and is working with the Imperial Government through His Majesty the Emperor. I don't see how backing him into a corner benefits the government. So there must be some other reason. A reason that would prevent both the Imperial Army and the Provincial Army from taking action against the Society. Perhaps some circumstance unique to Sutherland. Reen. I'm surprised how knowledgeable you've become. Now that you mention it, I have felt like something's been off the whole time we've been here. Not just with the General, Toval and Agate too. What? That's... Dots. It seems I've underestimated you, Ashen Chevalier. I suppose following the government's orders for a year has given you a greater insight. It is true that I've seen both sides of a number of incidents. This old, yet changing empire is full of contradictions and conflicts. But it's everything I learned being part of Class 7 that has expanded my view the most. So please, show us the path ahead. Not for the sake of the government's order to the Ashen Chevalier, but so we can become the foundation of the world, as Thor's Class 7. Dots. Schwarzer. We feel the same. Indeed, even if the way ahead is clouded with doubt and hesitation of others. As a member of Class 7, as Reen's friend, and as a musician, I'll play a melody that will lift that doubt and hesitation and clear the way. Elliot. Now that I think about it, it's been 2 years since I first met the rest of you. The way my dear, sweet Elliot has grown over the course of those years brings a tear to my eye. But it seems the rest of you have grown to just as strong and dazzling in that time. I agree. Very well, I shall show you the path you seek. Nightheart, bring me a pen and paper. Yes. Dad? Thank you so much, General. No, there's no need for gratitude. Consider this my apology for being so cowardly as to allow myself to be tied down like that. I still have a long way to go compared to General Van Dyke and him. General, here you are. Yes, thank you. The place the Society has most likely built their base. That place is part of a national secret that goes up to the highest levels of the Empire. Entering requires permission from the 2 top authority figures in the Sutherland province. Exclamations! A national secret? This paper is written proof you have my permission as Olaf Craig, commander of Dreknor Fortress. Take this and visit the other authority figure in St. Ark. Marquis Higharms, overseer of the Sutherland province. Ooh, national secrets. Actually, that's kind of wrong. It's international secrets. Goes to the highest level of international leadership. Yeah. Meanwhile, Phew, morning practice is finally done. Man, I'm starving. Looks like everyone is getting back to their routines. Tita, we're going to go on ahead. Oh, that's fine. Go ahead and get something to eat. Wow, and eat something to eat was what I was about to say.
Time for lunch yet?
Agate? Wow, Agate! Is it really you?
I look like I'm anyone else? It's been a few weeks now. You gotten settled in here?
Yes, everyone here's so nice. But what are you doing here?
Oh yeah, just stopped by to see how you were doing and take care of an errand. Seems like yesterday got pretty crazy. Sorry for not being here to help.
Agate. Don't worry. You're always with me. Right here.
For crying out loud.
Oh, you're... Is he a friend of yours, Tita? Well, I'm sort of like her guardian. I was in the area for work, so I stopped by to say hi. Work, huh? Guessing it was some supporting gauntlet type stuff. Why is some on there twice? Is that a thing? I'm guessing it was some supporting gauntlet type stuff. That must be a typo. Oh, so that means you're Fee and Reen's. Man, guess the other instructors here are just as sharp as Schwarzer. Since you're here, mind telling me what all went down yesterday? I'm a bracer from Liberl.
Hey guys. Here you go, Kurt. The other one's for you, Allie.
Thank you.
Thanks. Out of curiosity, what is an alley?
Oh, I just shortened your name a little. It's easier if I call you that. You like it?
You've started acting like her too now. Well, I don't care. Call me whatever you like.
Really? Allie it is then. While we're at it, how about you, Kurt? Huh? Where are you going? Wait, you're not...
Don't worry, I'm just going to train. Though I may lack skill and resolve, I'm still not foolish enough to go out on my own.
Hey, just because he said that doesn't mean...
I'm fine. I know he did it to keep us out of danger. It's too much for us. No, for me to handle. What he said wasn't wrong.
Kurt.
I still feel pathetic, though. But this is simply because I'm not good enough as I am now. All I can do is accept it and let it fuel me for next time. Provided there is a next time.
Boys are so bad at this sort of thing.
Huh?
Listen, Kurt. I get that you want to sound all tough and grown up and talk about how you accept the way things are, but the look on your face is telling me a different story. What's wrong with just saying, I'm frustrated I got left behind? No one should be okay with being tossed aside like that. Me and Allie feel the same way.
I do not know if I would call it frustrating, but generally speaking, I share the opinion. I've supported Instructor Reen in his missions over the past year. Though I am technically a student now, I remain unconvinced it was a good reason for excluding me.
I see. So that was what was going on between you two? That heartless jerk! How dare he do that to a cute little girl like you?
I know all that. I do.
Kurt, the only one who can decide your path as a member of the Vander family is you. Perhaps enrolling at the branch campus will help you find your way.
But even so, what am I supposed to do? Nothing will change the fact that I was left behind for being too immature.
Kurt.
Well, you won't know until you take action, right?
Interrobang.
If there's something you aren't happy with, then do something about it. even if it seems impossible. You just need to struggle and struggle and keep struggling until you overcome it. That's what all the people I respect and admire do.
Huh?
You know what? Being told I'm a burden by someone who's only known me a month kinda pisses me off. Let's show him just how wrong he was about us. The two of us are with you. Right, Allie?
I have no reason to object. My current mission is to support Class 7.
You certainly are optimistic. Or at the very least, refreshingly blunt. Judging by the way you were talking, I assume you have a plan, yes? We'll need to figure out a way to catch up to Instructor Reen, and how we can help after that.
Huh? Do I have a plan? I kinda do, and I kinda don't?
So you don't?
Was all of that said without a plan? I'm quite impressed, actually.
Shut up! We just need to come up with something together.
You're right. It won't be easy, though.
I'm so glad the three of you seem to be feeling better.
You're from Class 9, right?
Muse, was it? Is there something we can help you with?
Oh, quite the opposite. You see, I happened to overhear a little something, and I thought the three of you might be interested in it.
Huh?
That's...
What exactly are you talking about?
I'd bet good Mira it's something fun.
A few exclamations.
I want in.
You?
Ash? What are you doing here?
Well then. Since we're all here now, let's have ourselves a little chat, shall we? I was looking at a map of the area when I happened to notice a certain spot.
Alright, guys, take care. I look forward to seeing you all again sometime. Thanks, Alan. See you around. Ooh, there's things going on. I love it. A place kept as a national secret. Somewhere that cannot be entered without permission from both the commander of the Imperial Army and the head of the province. Seems like it's a pretty big deal. Yeah, both my dad and Lieutenant Colonel had really serious expressions. I think I've got an idea where it is. The place south of Parm, where Laura met up with us yesterday. We didn't investigate any further then. Yes, I also find it suspicious. But either way, we must seek permission from Lord High Arms first. Then let's head back to St. Ark. Thanks for carrying us around, you two. No trouble at all, just leave it to us. Alright, let's get going. That's when Fee says, I was talking to the horses.
Yeah!
Well, on that, not exactly cliffhanger, we are going to end this episode. Next time we will go back to St. Ark and get our approval, and then we'll go from there. So until then, I will see you all then. Goodbye for now.